Alright, hi loves. I hope you all had a blessed day. Hope it was amazing and you maybe learned something new today, or you had something magical happen. Whatever happened, I hope it was good. And today I have another, this time pick a card instead of pick a pile. So I've got 3 cards here, and the first card, there is a smoky quartz on it. So smoky quartz is on this one. The second card is going to have the rose quartz. And a sunstone on the last one. Okie dokie. And this deck here is the Starseed Oracle. This is one of my favorite decks, actually. I really like it, so hopefully you like it too. I'm going to give you a couple moments just to kind of decide which one you feel called to. Give yourself permission to just step into the energy and feel it. And I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the stones here, and then you can get your own little idea of it. Okay, so I'm just grabbing some information to read off of for each of these stones. So we will start with the sunstone. So the sunstone is a stone of leadership. It helps to enhance personal power, freedom, and expanding consciousness, dissipates fearfulness, and increases a sense of joy and enthusiasm, embodiment of male energy. As moonstone is its counterpart, helps to energize the root and sacral, but cleanses all chakras and the aura, known to be a good luck stone. Okay, so that's this one here. The second one here is the Rose Aura Quartz. So the Rose Aura Quartz is a stone of unconditional love and connection to the divine. It has platinum minerals bonded to it, which makes it a gorgeous rose color. It connects to the third eye and the heart chakra to unite the mind, intuition, and the emotions to see your true self and follow your heart's desires. Connects you with the angelic realm and with your guardian angels. Restores the body on a cellular level to bring perfect balance, improves your mood, and brings sincerity and peace, and promotes unconditional self-love. This last one here, the smoky quartz. The smoky quartz is known as the stone of power. It has a strong connection to Mother Earth. It is an incredibly strong and grounding and protecting one's energy from psychic attacks, stress, and anxiety. Absorbs and transmutes negative energy and releases it into the earth to be neutralized naturally. Takes white light from the crown and pulls it down to the root to ground your physical and spiritual bodies. Great amulet for protecting yourself, home, and car. Okay, so those are the stones, and I will get started. So we're going to start with the first one, which is the smoky quartz. The crystal feels so nice. The vibration is so clean today, and it's good. It's a good feeling. It's very heavy. All right. So if you picked card number 1, you got the Golden Children. I don't know how well you guys can see that. Inner child, tenderness, innocence, and rare gifts. So what I'm going to do with this is I usually just go off of my intuition alone, but I'm getting called to read out the actual book expression for this, so bear with me while I find it. And of course, I'm having a bit of trouble today. Golden Children. There we go. Okay, there we go. 70. All right. Oh, look at that energy. It's like some serious sun energy. I'm feeling like Scorpio energy, which is interesting. I'm not Scorpio, Sagittarius energy. Scorpio. Maybe Scorpio. Very well could be, but no, Saggy energy is what I'm getting, and it's interesting because we're in Saggy time. So anyways, I'm going to read this off. Golden Children. Children of the sun are highly advanced, extremely intelligent souls who are incarnating increasingly on planet Earth. They have little or no personal karma and possess incredible gifts and intuitive abilities. Golden children are born with a very clear mission. Many remember it from a young age and begin answering and sharing it early in life. Due to their unique intelligence, they may find themselves easily bored at school. Most have never incarnated on Earth before, and so, if they're not supported the right ways, they struggle with physical life here. They're often referred to as the new humans. If you pulled this card, it may be a sign that you're being called to mother, father, or nurture a child. You may be called to tend to your own inner child, a creative idea or project, or a new beginning. To treat yourself or the new beginning with sweet, tender love, to nurture and nourish it, to give it every chance to grow and reach adulthood, to encourage it, to water it, to see the world through the innocence of a child, to see yourself and all others as innocent children, to remember that deep down, everyone is trying their best, and if they're treated with a tender heart, they'll not harden as the journey through this great adventure called life. So the inquiry that you're being called to look into is, how can you treat yourself or others more tenderly? That's actually so beautiful. And there's like a little bit of like a rainbow accent in here too, which makes me feel like, you know, the idea of like the creative energy, the idea of like 5D energy versus just like regular 3D energy, and the expansion. You know, you see this portal here, and it's like maybe right now, like with this new beginning that's showing up they were talking about, maybe there's a sense of like you finally feel like your soul's calling is coming out, and you're feeling connected to source energy. I don't know why I'm hearing like rainbows and unicorns. unicorns. I don't know why unicorns is sticking out for me, but unicorns, I see rainbows and I always think of unicorns. So, I mean, maybe a unicorn has resonance for you, maybe not. And in the background, I mean, there's these little mountain peaks, and even in this part here looks like a mountain. So it looks like maybe you're feeling like the task might be larger than it is. And you know, with children, that's the other thing too, right? There's oftentimes tasks that when a child looks at it, they go, oh my gosh, this is like huge, it's gonna take forever, oh my goodness, you know, and then they get started on it, and then you realize that it's not so bad because they also make it fun, right? The children, they just kind of go ahead with it. So, I mean, I think about the first time you learned how to speak or walk. It was like the frustration of certain things, and then remembering that, you know, you still made it through and you still managed to learn how to speak and learn how to walk, and you know, you just took every challenge as if it was like no big deal, right? Like it's just another thing, another part of the journey. So anyways, if you chose this one, this is your card. I hope that was good for you. Okay. Just gonna go grab my drink here. Of course. All right. So, number 2. This is that rose quartz. Oh, I just love this. It's so pretty. It's got the rainbow kind of accents in it too, which is neat. Alrighty. Numero dos. Dos. You got the lost lands. So, lost lands, soul memories, and gifts. You've done this before. Goodness, that is just absolutely stunning. I am in love with this picture. I don't know why I'm feeling like Syrian vibes from this, but I am. I don't know. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Let's figure out what they're saying here for you guys for the Lost Lands. Lost Lands, number 90. All right. The world is far more ancient than our documented history suggests. As souls, many of us have experienced ancient eras on this planet that were much more advanced than ours today. As we begin to remember these times, the remembering and gifts can come flooding back. At this stage in Earth's timeline, we need the wisdom of the ancients to survive as a species. You're being called to connect with the lost wisdom of your own soul. If you feel guided to make a change in your life, to step into a new career path, birth a creation, or bring an idea to life but feel unprepared, this card is calling you to consider that you've done this before. Perhaps your soul has wisdom beyond what your lifespan can imagine. Perhaps the intuitive hits and ideas you are receiving are divinely guided. Perhaps you've been preparing for this time. Some think that lost lands exist in the past. Others believe they exist today in a different dimension. I believe these ancient lands also exist in the souls of those who experienced them. If this card comes to you, perhaps the wisdom of lost lands such as Lemuria, Atlantis, and Avalon exist within you. Okay, so that's what I was feeling, the Atlantis. I was like, there's like Syrian energy, but I feel that. And through surrendering to the intelligence of your soul, you can unlock the seeds of these ancient lands so we can all learn from our mistakes and usher in new age. The activation for you is to envision this card. Okay, so you're going to put your hand on your heart, envision this card being underneath your hand, over your heart, and say out loud, I unlock any forgotten wisdom and soul gifts from lifetimes past. And just let yourself feel into that for a moment. That's beautiful. So you've obviously got some knowledge that is underneath the kind of haze that's over top of whatever may be happening for you. Maybe there's a lot of stuff going on, but what I see is that there is something masking this knowledge, and you're being asked to step into the knowledge and to truthfully just allow it to teach you what it needs to teach you and bring that forth the best that you can. So, exciting times. If you are or believe your soul is connected to the Lemurians, or like Atlantis or Avalon, although Avalonian, is that right? I've never heard that one, so I'm gonna have to do some research on that one. I'm not actually positive on it, but for sure, take a peeky, check it out, and let me know in the comments. That would be cool. Okay. So last one, Sunstone. This is like literally one of my favorite stones. I usually actually counter it with the smoky quartz, because I've always felt like they were very like masculine, feminine, but apparently Moonstone is its counterpart as well, so that is interesting. But yeah, I love this. It's got like golden flakes inside of it. It's so beautiful. Just feels so nice. Okay, so let's get into it, shall we? Ooh, check it out. Okay. The 7 Star Sisters. That's a cool card. It's like so different. Well, yeah, it's like very different. I feel like this part was taken out of this part. Okay. The 7 Star Sisters. You can tell I never use these books. I always go off my intuition. But we do what we are told. Page 100. So the bottom caption on this says Birthing Creations Tapestry of Life and Expression. And it just looks like they're all dancing and having a good time. So that's pretty beautiful. There are new creations that want to be born. Beauty that's yearning to be woven. New consciousness that's longing to be breathed into life. If you draw this card, you're being called to surrender to these creations, to usher in a new era of consciousness and do your bit in weaving the web of life. This is the card of the artist and the midwife. You're being called to ponder questions. What wants to be birthed through you? What new creations are whispering in your ear? What beauty are you being called to make? Creativity and intuition come from the same sacred place. They occur when we find ourselves following the rest of life. Earth is renewed as a planet of manifestation and creativity, and yet so many of us have forgotten how to create. Somewhere along the way, we stop seeing ourselves as artists, as creatives, as poets. Yet to be human is to be creative. Creativity is part of your nature. Perhaps you are being called to surrender to a creative project, such as a new business or a book. Or perhaps you are being called to weave beauty in your home or in a way you cook. Regardless of the end result, you are being called to express yourself through creativity, to surrender to the creative projects that both scare and excite you, to find a way to weave beauty back into everyday life, for where there's creativity, spirit, and soul are present. And the world needs those qualities more now than ever before. The question with this is, what new creations are you being called to birth? So that's pretty cool. I'm really enjoying that. I see a lot of feminine energy in this card. So, you know, it's time to just step into that feminine source energy. And I think above all, that's really what all of these cards have been representing, is just like this desire to really create. That's been kind of the go-to for all of these. It's kind of where we're all at in connection with, you know, the collective in general, is that it's now time, it's now time to step into creativity. It's now time to just follow your path and really embrace the beautiful parts of yourself that have been a little bit hidden, that maybe you haven't really nurtured, that, the inner child for this, your soul memories, and just like pure expression here. So I love it. I love it. I love it. I hope you loved it too. This is just a quick one today, and just a little something something for you. I'm a wee bit tired, I'm not gonna lie, but this was fun, and I hope you enjoyed it. I will be doing another reading sometime very soon, and I look forward to it. Make sure you give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more videos and more card readings, as well as make sure to comment, because I love my comments. And I always tell people, send me questions, because within those questions, then I'll be able to offer more. So, love you guys. Hope you enjoyed, and have a good day.